What is going on, guys? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys another NBA episode of my DFS podcast. We have a smaller 5-game main slate tonight for NBA, and there's some limited cheap value out there as of right now. The only injury news presenting itself currently in the later afternoon is Joel Embiid is questionable. Real shocking there. Something tells me that's going to be an ongoing annoyance for this entire season, but LeBron James is also questionable. So those are some two big players that we need to keep an eye on. But before we get into my picks here, my sponsored sportsbook BetUS, a minimum first deposit of $50 using the link below and promo code JOIN125. They will match your first deposit of $50 or more, 125%. So they more than double it. Get over there today with the link below this video. At point guard tonight, Tyrese Maxey is another great value play, as he has been all year with no Ben Simmons. They will be without Ben Simmons again tonight. So Maxey, starting at that $5,500 salary, is in a good spot to hit value. He needs like 27 fantasy points to hit value. He did that in the first game. Didn't quite reach there in the last two games, but he has a nice safe floor. He's going to get you over 20. Most likely going to get you closer towards 30 tonight. A nice value play at the guard position. For shooting guards, look at Gilgeous-Alexander. He started the year off with a 2-game mini slump. He wasn't playing well, only 25 and 16 fantasy points, but I had him last game in a pretty tough matchup against the 76ers, and he went off 38 minutes, 52 fantasy points. It looks like he might be back to his young self when he fills up the stat sheet. 38 minutes is a really encouraging sign, as he is their best player and has the highest usage on this team. And this Warriors and Thunder game has the highest over-under on this slate. The Thunder are at home, so the risk of them getting blown out is a little lower. It still presents itself, but they should be able to stay in this game somewhat, where Gilgeous-Alexander will be on the court in the fourth quarter, still getting you fantasy points. For small forward, let's stick on the Thunder here. Lou Dort, probably their second reliable option behind Gilgeous-Alexander for scoring. 4,800 is a good price on him. He needs just 23 fantasy points to reach value. He's averaging that on the year. He's coming off of a couple of solid games, getting in the low 20s. He got 37 minutes last game, so that's an encouraging sign. He will be starting for them. His usage isn't really high, but he can rack up points on the defensive end as well. 5 steals in 3 games. As long as he can hit some shots, he'll be on the court a majority of the game. So at 4,800, it's a nice cheap play on a slate that doesn't present many great cheap value plays. For power forward, let's stick with Tobias Harris here. His price went even down, more down than it was. Even if it was high 7,000s, it's still too low with no Ben Simmons on the court. Obviously, if Embiid is out tonight, he's an automatic play, but I still like him even if Embiid plays. He's the number 2 option, and he should have plenty of opportunities to rack up fantasy points. He needs like 37 to reach value tonight, and he's a guy that when he gets it going, he has the ceiling to get towards 50 fantasy points. So he has a very high floor tonight. He's a great cash game play at 7,400. And then for center, let's look at Porzingis. Porzingis at 7,000 is a nice price here tonight against the Rockets. The only risk here is that the Mavs could blow them out in Dallas tonight. They're like 11-point favorites, but nonetheless, Porzingis is coming off of an outstanding game against the Raptors. Not even a great matchup for him, but 29 minutes, 18 points, 10 rebounds, 4 blocks. He can do it on the defensive end, obviously. His scoring is a little down at the beginning of this year, but he should get it going, and tonight would be a good time for him to get it going against this pretty poor Rockets defense. 46 fantasy points last game. Hopefully he's coming into this game with some nice confidence. He needs 35 to reach value tonight. that'll sum up this video for today, guys. As usual, I appreciate you for tuning in. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and make sure you come back tomorrow. Until next time, I am the FD Guru, and I am signing off. See ya.